So, peoples, here's another little side comment. Just thinking about alternative intelligence again. If alternative intelligence is the solution and the be-all and end-all, ask alternative intelligence what is the cheapest source of power or energy that we can use legally, and why so many people who've already found the source of free energy have also gone missing. I don't believe in coincidences, but there are some sources of free energy. I'm not going to start getting into the Alaska Black Pyramid conspiracies, but how about the Black Pyramid in Alaska? There are sources of energy far more beneficial to mankind than we are currently using. China is still building coal-powered fire stations, and it's just a joke, really. To add insult to injury, our wonderful leaders have flown into COP30 about the to protest against climate change in their high carbon footprint jets, which have been ripping across the planet and burning lots and lots and lots of fuel, and we've all been paying for it. And in addition to that, they've all been eating their faces, filling their faces full of rich food in the hotels that we've been paying for. They're a bit like undocumented illegals, really, because they're really unknown to most of us. Half of them haven't been elected correctly. They have no fucking idea what they're talking about, and they plainly don't care, even if they did have a clue what they're talking about, because they're doing the opposite to what they should be. Now, here's the thing. If we've all got all this wonderful technology that supposedly, we were sold the story, it's going to save us all this carbon footprint, all this energy, all this fuel, all this wasted journeys, why can't they put these people onto the internet and have their discussions online, like we're all encouraged to do? It would be somewhat smarter than having to jet off. Now, Starmer the Harmer, the queer, at number 10, which is the minimum age for the boys allowed to enter, probably the maximum age knowing him. Starmer the Harmer is one of those guys that sees any excuse to disappear because he's not wanted in his own country, despite the fact that he's got some pretty strong responsibilities there and really should be there to be dealing with the issues, not in fucking Brazil. But there we go. There's another story there in Brazil, I'm sure, and behind closed doors. But there we go. I'm sure he likes little Brazilian boys in tight shorts, and a few of those have been invited up to his room, allegedly. I have absolutely no doubt that's not true. So there we go. I suppose it's one of those situations where we're all fuming, we're all mad about it. They're wasting all our money, they're lying to us, deceiving us. It is time for a reset, and it's not just the religious factors that are a problem at the moment. It's looking like everything's happening at the same time. It's almost overwhelming. So my dad once told me, how do you eat an elephant? And I said, I have no idea, Dad, but knife and fork? No, son. He gave me a quick clip round the ear roll. He says, no, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I thought, here we go. It's another one of those obvious answers, one bite at a time. But the thing is, that is how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. If you really want to eat elephants, of course, I've no great desire to do so. They look a bit leathery and certainly very large to me. What I would say is this. These problems need to be addressed one stage at a time. The first thing we need to do in the UK and the Commonwealth is to have a new judiciary, because the old fossils, they are fossils, aren't they? They're in the judiciary at the moment. They've got their own agenda for sure, and they're running to a narrative which does not complement the British public. That's tied up with the Met, the Metropolitan Police Force, and the rest of the police forces, but the Met's the top one, and they are looking to be very shady indeed. The reason I say that is because there's really not much difference between them and the criminals. The only difference is the bloody uniform. I'm absolutely sure of that. And the longer I've lived, the more I see that that is the case. Absolutely the case. There's no question about that. And that's not just in the UK, that's in a lot of countries. The only difference between the criminals and the policemen are the uniforms. So there we go. It's time for a clean-up, my friends. And I think the great British men out there, or I'd like to include myself as one of those great British men, we're all ready for it. Just, you know, we're looking for someone to stand at the front, hold the vanguard high, and say for Queen and Country, or for King and Country. I'd rather say for Queen and Country, because I'm not fighting for that prick. For a country, let's just say that, for country, and that includes all of you brothers in Scotland, Wales, Ireland. We're all in this together now. We really are all in this together. This is our World War II, and whatever has taken things apart, then it's time we came together, because united we stand, divided we fall, and we can't let that happen. Amen.